Each of these packs comes with 2, so.
That all looks really good. Literally exactly what we wanted.
There it is, about an hour and 15 minutes after the scheduled sunrise here. The sun starts to peek over the mountains and shines down on the valley. So this is the first sunrise from Sunrise Deck. Hopefully one of very many. I'll shut up now.
Happy Sunday, folks. Welcome back to Pekin Valley. It is super smoky today. We're not sure where fires are at the moment. I know there's a few in BC and Alberta, but the smoke seems to have found its way to us today because it's so hazy and you can smell the fire. So it's officially summer here in BC. I'm up here today to give you some trailer updates and some other updates because it's been a little while. We went to Calgary. I have to go once a month for work, but we went to Calgary on a trip, so we were gone for almost 2 weeks, and we weren't able to work on the trailer or the property, so we put it on hold for a little bit for us to head out and go to the city. But we got back last week, and it's been full steam ahead. So I'm going to give you some updates. We're going to do a little tour. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, in the trailer, and I have some very exciting updates to give you, starting with our new trash pile here in the bedroom. This is the bedroom though, I guess the biggest update. We'll start back here and work our way forward to where things are starting to look way more polished and pretty much finished. But back here in the bedroom, as you can see, we have the bed framed, which is great, very important. We need somewhere for people to sleep. We have this little, eventually it's basically going to be a bedside table. It's hiding a bunch of wires and plumbing, so that all fits in there nicely. And then Shawn has also framed out what will be the fabric headboard we're putting in. So there's that. That's just we're waiting for some fabric swatches to arrive next week, I think. And then we're going to get started on that. In this corner, we have another little work table that will one day be a very beautiful little vanity dressing table area. But for right now, it is holding tools, gloves, and screws. So that's exciting. But I'm still super stoked about this area because I think it's going to be really cute when it's finished. Moving on to the bathroom. I don't think a lot has changed in here. Not really since I last updated. Things are still pretty much the same. Oh, I guess we now have a shower head and taps. That's probably the newest thing, unfortunately, at the moment. We're holding off on this a little bit, but we're going to start doing some more painting in here. We have the tile, which I will show you guys shortly. So that's going to go on this back wall and on this wall here. So that'll be going up. And we just ordered a sink. We have a sink and faucet coming. So those will definitely be new additions that will be coming in the next week or so as well. But nothing super exciting happening in the bathroom at the moment, which is okay. Slow but steady wins the race. Now, though, we are going to move to the most exciting part of the whole trailer at the moment, and that is the front room. I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit here. There we go. The front room, the dining area, and the kitchen, because I think these areas are getting the closest to complete. They're definitely starting to look that way. Anything we start doing up here after we do the tile is really going to be like a lot of finishing touches. I know I say this over and over again, but I just think it is so beautiful in here and I'm so excited. I don't even know where to start first. We actually picked up a lot while we were in Calgary. That was part of the reason why we went. One, for work, and two, because we knew it was just going to be easier for us to get certain things in a bigger city, which definitely proved to be the case. So I think the best place to start is probably with this beautiful electric fireplace here. We picked up this bad boy. We got so lucky. I think it was $50 on Kijiji. Shawn did some looking around because we thought we'd have to just buy one new, and those range from like $300 to $500 at Costco or Walmart or Canadian Tire. So we found this for $50 from a guy on Kijiji, and it works amazingly, and it's going to serve a dual purpose. You saw a video earlier on of it turned on, so it looks amazing, but it also provides heat, which was, I think, a big concern for us. Not huge, but, you know, bigger, because the heat pump works great when it comes to air conditioning, not so great for heat. So I feel like it's something we can fix, but to get us up and running, this is going to work really, really beautifully. It heats the whole trailer. It's not a big space, not very big at all. And I think this heats 400, 500 square feet. And we're working with about half that, or around half that. So it heats up so beautifully. We've tested it a few times because it gets a little chilly here at night, but we've tested it once or twice and it just heats up this whole space so wonderfully, makes it so cozy. Not like you feel like you're cooking or anything, but it just heats it up, makes it really, really comfortable to be in here. And of course, it looks very, very cool when it's turned on. There's lots of different light color choices you can choose from, and it fits perfectly into this little mantle area that Shawn has built. There's still a little bit of work to be done, I think, at the top there. And he also is going to kind of frame out this area as well. So you can see that bottom bit of wood has to get attached, and then there will be bits on the sides. So it's going to look fantastic when it's complete. But yeah, that was probably one of the bigger things we picked up, as well as a couch and a chair, which is also very exciting. But I will put those in a later video, maybe this video, who knows? We'll find out. See as we go. But yeah, this was one of the bigger purchases we made and brought back with us that was really essential to the trailer Reno. So it's a weight off our shoulders to finally have this here and finally have it installed. Something less exciting, but still very important: curtain rods. Pick those up. Good old IKEA. There's one right there too. I think we need one for the bedroom back there, and then we need to figure out something for this little kitchen window. We basically want to give guests the option to close off the trailer, especially at night. Although there's nothing scary that I know of in the woods, sometimes it's a little disconcerting to look out of a dark window. And also it gets really bright here in the morning, as you've seen, especially in this area, which is why the sunrise deck, which I'm going to show you, is so prime. But it gets really bright in the morning. So we want people to be able to have the option to sleep in, to not get blinded first thing. So not as exciting, but still really important that we have it. The other thing we picked up that is very exciting is this vinyl faux leather fabric here that we are going to use on the curved part of the walls, or the ceiling, I guess. So these bits here, which I'm sure could be covered with the paneling that we covered the rest of the ceiling with, but it is tough. There's no guarantee it'll stay in the shape we want it to, and we don't want anything like moisture or weather to warp it or affect it, or have a panel fall down on someone's head, which I don't think would happen, but we just don't want to risk it. So we were trying to think of a really kind of cool way to cover up the carpet on this area of the roof here in the front, and then also in the bedroom. And we decided upon another fabric. But I think this is going to look really cool. It's going to add sort of to our chic woodland vibe. And the other thing we have coming this week are some rivets, which are both decorative and will also help hold it in place and attach it to the ceiling here. So we picked up, I think, 3 or 4 yards of that fabric. So we're going to use it up there. And if we have any left over, we have some other kind of cool ideas of where to put it. We were thinking maybe instead of using the tile in this kind of shelf area, we might use the fabric. That might look really cool. So we'll see about that. But yeah, that was another really exciting thing we picked up in Calgary. And last but not least, the piece de resistance, we picked up tile, or rather stick-on tile. But you already know what I'm going to say. Absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. This is what will be going across the whole kitchen backsplash here, down in that tricky little corner there, And up here, this is pretty much complete. This is what this will look like. We have some finishing to do kind of on this shelf portion, but that's super easy to do and not a big deal. Also, those are the beautiful plates we bought that I love so much as well. I love everything, full of love. But that is what the tile is going to look like. Just think it looks phenomenal. I'm so excited. This is also what will be going in the bathroom here, just to make everything nice and bright and clean. These are super easy to apply. The cutting is where you kind of have to have some talent, which is why I'm leaving it to Shawn, but the application process sounds fairly easy. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll sneak up here while he's doing more installation and give you guys a look. But I think it's going to look phenomenal in here as well. It's just going to really bring everything together. And I think when the tiling here is done in the kitchen, it's just going to totally change this front room, just like the wallpaper did, just like every little element that has been put in here has changed this space and made it just beautiful. I just love it so, so much. So that was probably one of the really exciting things we picked up as well. One of the more essential things, we've been looking kind of everywhere, keeping our eye out for tile. And we happen to find this, I think, at, I want to say Home Depot, I think, Canadian Tire. I want to say Home Depot. But one of the things we picked up that we really, really needed to find, and we just so happened to stumble across this beautiful stuff here, and it is going in the trailer. This was Shawn's project yesterday, and as per usual, blew it out of the park. I feel like this even looks totally different than the last time I showed you guys. This is that fill I was talking about that was delivered earlier this week, and it's basically being used to get everything kind of to the same level, or the level needed for us to build the 3-season room and the deck area outside the trailer. It's basically just smoothing everything out. It's covering all the weeds and grass that kind of tends to pop up, and just going to give us a nice, easy surface to start building on. Shawn is also going to have some crush delivered. I'm probably getting all of these terms wrong, so I'm so sorry. Or gravel, I guess gravel, like that tiny kind of smaller gravel that you see for a lot of garden and backyard landscaping. So that's also going to be coming soon. But yeah, this is what was delivered. There's a big pile of it there that will be covering our septic and water lines for the trailer. But the most exciting part, well, it's all exciting. I'm just a broken record. I love everything. Everything's exciting. But is this beautiful, beautiful deck that Shawn, I don't want to say threw together, because it's definitely very well built. So you're not going to fall through or anything. But he's just such a wizard with this stuff. Like he put this together in an afternoon. We picked up the boards, the deck boards, yesterday morning when we went into Nelson, and he had this put together by 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock maybe. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the more complete sunrise deck. Don't worry, this isn't the furniture you guys will be using. This is kind of our backyard furniture that we chill out on, but we just wanted to test out the deck, and it does not disappoint. So this is the almost complete sunrise deck without nice new furniture on it for you beautiful people. That is it for the last couple weeks, folks. I was really excited to put this update together because we've done so much cool stuff, and we are getting closer and closer to being complete and being open and getting to share this beautiful place with hopefully a lot of people. So that is it for the last couple weeks, and we will be back to filming and posting and keeping you guys up to date as things get more and more exciting here at Pekin Valley. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and we will see you again soon.